Previously on RimWorld, a mysterious blight and a heat wave brought new threats to the colony. And a hunting trip goes wrong for Zlata when she sets a pack of angry capybaras against the group. The colony responded to the capybara rampage and together was able to stop the stampede. But when it came time for the vote, Tao found himself in exile. 2 have been exiled and 8 remain. Find out what happens on this episode of RimWorld, the survival reality show. Good evening and welcome back to RimWorld, the survival reality show. I'm Modi Operandus. At the end of last episode, we just exiled Mr. Tao here. He is off to live with Philly. The 2 of them will probably not get along very well. Given that they were the 2 least liked characters, I'm sure they don't have too strong feelings for each other. Actually, Philly doesn't feel too bad towards him yet. Hates women though, so he automatically hates her. Hates a lot of people around. This guy's just full of hate. You can't really get through this game without hating hating an entire gender of people. It's like 50% likely. Not in this colony, right? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds about right. Oh, Tony's no, yeah, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5. That's right. Cool. 5 women, 5 men. That's kind of nice. Okay. So, meanwhile, on the main homestead here, we still got the heat wave plaguing us. Got to keep track of people's heat stroke. He's got serious heat stroke. We should probably get him on bed rest, and get him into. I had to take away your joy, but I'm gonna get you into some safety here. Him serious minor heat stroke for him. He's fine. Split hangs out in the cooler all day. Initial heat stroke for her. Serious heat stroke for Padilla. I think we just got to get you guys to cool off a little bit here. Put some people on cool off mode. How about you? Nothing there. Okay, you're good. We did get the cooler working in here, so it should be pretty nice in here finally. Actually, indoors it's still 106 degrees. Let's bring this down to like 68. Let's see if it makes it cooler. It's probably just the room is too big to cool with a single cooler. We'll have to build a second one if we want to do that, but I don't think our system can really support that as far as how much power we're consuming. So we need more metal. Unfortunately, I made all these chairs out of metal. So that takes up a big chunk of it. I mean, that's, it's not much, but it's like 25, 50 per chair. So it does add up. We do have some spots we can mine, though. There's some spots over there they can get. How are you guys feeling now? Better? Initial. There, initial. I'm just going to give you another minute here inside the zone. Initial, okay. Let's make sure we don't forget about them. We're gonna want to go to sleep here soon. What are you doing about here? Oh, he's going. You're not allowed over here. Excuse me, sir. You are breaking the rules. He's already gone. Yeah, I know you have a serious heat stroke. It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna get Sal over here and move him over where he needs to go. Okay, he's already going. So yeah, his heat stroke is preventing him from his survival instincts preventing him from leaving the set apparently. He just decides to break the rules and stick around. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You're not welcome. You're not welcome here. Go talk to Philly. Talk to Philly about making a cooler over here. She'll tell you that there's no metal. She'll tell you there's very little metal. There's no power. That's why she's got a wood burning stove. There's no beds. You got nothing here, buddy. You got to build your own bed if you want to live. And actually, I will set up a job for him to do that. So probably, well, let's get a sleeping spot for today. Sharing a bedroom is going to make a debuff for her, but now there's 2 of them. I think they can both cut down trees. Oh, we got to get him to seeking safe temperatures. No, you're not going to walk all the way back there, buddy. Get inside here, lay down. Serious heat stroke, I understand that, but there's also no food. You're going to go over there and you're going to eat food too. Kind of is interesting. He's willing to break the rules as far as his zone, just so he not kill himself in the heat. Maybe he really hates the heat. We need to get you some food though, and we didn't make any. Oh, we didn't make any. I thought at the last episode I had made some growing areas in here, so we can start that going a little bit here. It's a couple growing fields. No, it doesn't have to be too big. We'll put rice in one. So it grows faster because rice grows quickly. Takes 3 days for that one. And potatoes take a little bit longer, provide better benefit. Okay, so Chow, you gotta, you can't do that. You gotta stay in your area, buddy. You gotta stay in your area. I know that you're seeking safe temperatures. There are none. None exist. So I'm gonna put you over here. And hopefully it's okay for you. Gotta do it. I'm sorry. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Maybe tomorrow you can make a cooler for yourself. It is unfortunate there's no good way to make a cooler without getting power too. We don't have enough for both. Can we make a generator? Fuel generator. Okay, we could do that. It's 100 steel, 2 components. Yeah, we don't have any components over here is the problem either. Is there any compacted components? Oh, there's some up here. I guess I'll get you that high up though. They're not gonna be able to do much as far as technology down here, unless they carry some components with them or get lucky with a ship drop. That's up to the gods of the game here, I think. Though. That's up to Phoebe, if it's gonna happen or not. I will say Tao will probably try to run back and forth until his heat wave ends. Yeah, he's leaving the area. He's just gone off the rails. Immediately this goes off the rails. He's gonna eat a meal over there, I bet. I'm not gonna try to restrict him anymore. I'm just gonna let it happen and like see how he gets dealt with as far as consequences here for the game. He'll get to some safe temperatures. He'll be fine. Just let him rest for a minute, I guess. Or move for Cho. Yeah, Tao. Yeah. He's gonna pass out probably in the cooler. We gotta make sure his bed is off limits. Nope. Set up for prisoners. That will just stop him from finding a bed. Now he's gonna walk all the way back. I don't think your heat stroke improved at all, buddy. That was minor again. Okay. Well, it did cool off outside. That's the reason he's probably running back now. And Julio's seeking safe temperatures, I'm guessing also. Yeah, waiting in safe area. Yeah. I get that. It's gonna be cool in here even if it's not cold enough to keep our food fresh. We definitely got to get that solved today if we can. As far as the power situation here, it's bad to have that much power draining out that quickly. But not much we can do about it. We deconstructed most of this building over here though. It's not much, but it's something. We just didn't want to do too much there because the ceiling will cave in. We can remove the ceiling though if we want to do that way. I guess we'll just remove the ceiling here. Orders zone area. So they'll take the roof off first and then they should deconstruct the rest of it. That's the plan anyways. But meanwhile, the colony goes on. Make sure you guys over here, Zlata, and not Zlata, but the Cho and Philly can do everything they need to do over there. Don't think research is going to come up for you guys, sorry. Just so you can make stuff if you need to make stuff. And hunting, probably do some hunting over there so they can survive for a few more days, or harvesting. I don't want to spend too much time worrying about these guys though. I mean, they don't get the benefit of being in the main colony. If things go bad, these guys are going to get not protected as much as everybody else will. Let's see if there's any other berries to harvest. There's some monkeys to fight. And actually, we should probably let Tao be the hunter now, rather than Philly. Because Philly just has a knife, and that's going to lead to injuries, and the injuries are going to be a problem. So let's hunt an alpaca here. That'll get us some of the way there. Add a bill for the butcher table to butcher creatures. Do forever. And here we'll add a bill for simple meals. Do till you have. Oh, we can't do that. We have to do forever. Because if we do that, then the colony up here's meals will count for their meals. So we can't do that. We have to do forever. And that way it doesn't matter. So luckily that works out. Over here we have 14 meals. Not enough. Not enough. They're replanting right now, getting us back into back past our blight. That was a big problem. Split and Padilla are working together there. Mie's going back to researching, looks like. Getting the brewery done. Or brewing done, rather. We don't have a brewery done yet, but we will, eventually. Should we deconstruct this bed? Let's just deconstruct that bed for now, too. So we can work on that. Don't need the extra bed around that we don't have to have it for prisoners. It's not going to be used for anything. We're not going to recruit prisoners or anything like that this season. Just going to be the 10 we get or the 10 we go home with. Split finally gets a little break because there's no food for the moment. Is there any hunting stuff to do around here? The llamas are down. Unfortunately, the llamas to hunt are all down by the other guys there. We can hunt this emu here. Is there anything else around here to hunt? There's a cassowary here. Hunt you. And there's a panther still over there. Luckily he moved on. So I don't have to worry about him too much. We probably want to work on the walls to this place. I did mention last time we want to start building walls. Defenses are going to be super important, not for the game right now, but for when we have fewer colonists to fight off threats. The threats will get more and more massive, and the colonists will continue to stay at about 2 people. Luckily, there's another colony they can attack, but I'm just going to put up some basic walls here and just have an initial line of defenses. It's made of wood, so it's not going to protect us a whole lot. They can break right through that, but I think we have enough materials that they can work on this whenever they get a chance to. And they'll just keep taking it down. We'll put up some... Oh, we can't put walls here, though, because we have this blockage. So we'll put up some walls, like maybe like double wall there. And over here, we have swamp also. Double wall there. We can drain that stuff now in the game here in Alpha 14, but I believe it is a research we have to do in order to get that going. Let's do a little 2 times speed here. I wonder why they're not mining. I mean, I guess I have everybody's priorities kind of set to what they should be doing. I guess we could start specializing some people. The good constructors could be moved up to constructing 2. Ooh, a chunk of spacecraft had landed nearby. Where's that? Way over here. Okay, well, that's gonna be free steel, so we're gonna take that for sure, and that'll be good. And the heat wave is over finally. Oh, we survived it. No one got killed. The heat stroke was pretty minor. It's still gonna be hot out, but it's gonna be not dangerous temperatures or anything like that. So the heat stroke should be going away from people now. I'm just glad we didn't have anybody on bed rest either. Not for the most part. There was a couple people, but there's also related injuries to that too. All right, cool. So we got some emu and some cassowary, and that'll be good eating. Tastes like chicken, I'm sure. Starvation for whom? Philly. Okay, maybe we should eat this rat corpse. Consuming the rotten rat corpse. Oh my God, Philly. You gotta do you gotta do what it takes to survive. But you know, if we have to hunt this turkey, I guess we got to put you on hunting too. Again, I don't want to lose her to a random act of violence though, like a hunt gone wrong. She can get to planting. There'll probably be some berries over here we can harvest. Can have her do that quick, just so she doesn't die. And then once Toe gets up, he can help us hunt over there. Meanwhile, back at the colony, everyone seems to be going about their business. We're gonna have fewer and fewer interactions too as time goes on, I think. Cargo pods nearby. Full of boomalope leather. Well, we don't need that right now. Toe is outside. Oh, and he's out. He's just barely outside of his area. Okay, he's fine. So he's the renegade lately. Let's put some distance between them. I guess that's good, because in case this guy just has to charge, it's probably best that he stays far away. This will be good eating if we can get him. Oh, you have some berries. Have a berry break, buddy. Meanwhile, back at the other colony. It's a lot to manage these 2 colonies here. Split's making some more meals for us. Actually helps because we can keep the action moving here. Okay, Julio and Split sharing moment here. I'm kind of curious about the reasoning behind people's moods here. Terrible mood for Philly. Okay, yeah, you'll work on that. I mean, you have to be around this joker all the time. Sure doesn't help. Are you on cooking duty, Philly? You can't cook. What can you do? You can be growing. That's something, I guess. Well, you could be cooking. No, you can't cook. That's right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll put her on hunting, as dangerous as it's gonna be. Oh no, I can have you construct a bed. Let's do that. Let's make a bed for let's make actually another room for everybody. You have the materials. Might as well do it. Make a door here. Make a room. Make a bed. I had to get all those materials for a reason. So that'll have separate rooms for you guys. You don't have to share a room. That'll help the situation over there at least. Is the butchering still set up in here? Yeah, it should be getting done. We have 5,000 wood on hand. I hope that's enough to do all this. We want to set the constructors for just the main people that are good at it. Let's put them on high priority for that. Actually, no, put hunting on high priority for that because that's the only person that can hunt over there. And plant cutting is high priority for her. So as I see berries and that kind of thing, she grabs those right away. Cooking would also be a high priority for Tao. Even though he's a 0 on it, he's got to be able to do something better than she can. Let's cancel this and cancel this little appendage sticking out here. There. Don't need that. We do need a way out of here, though. And I think what we'll do is just kind of make a little funnel to at least funnel guys into. Wherever they come from. Maybe over here in the swamplands, or over here there's some open spots. Just to kind of funnel guys in a little bit. Maybe here. I wonder if the speed slows down here. Walk speed is 36%. Yeah, that might work. Slows them down quite a bit when they get into there. One thing, as is mentioned, I want to look at is see what the relationships are and why they are that way. So I want to see what they why they hate each other so much. So teetotaler versus chemical interest. So there's always going to be a problem between Zlata and Split, no matter what. Especially once we start introducing some booze around here. Julio does not have any opinion whatsoever. They've like never interacted apparently, and they hated Philly because of the annoying voice. So that's just a standard, like -25 for her. So she's already at a deficit. I mean, those kind of people, if they have those kind of traits, it makes the game interesting. But that's the problem with random, is that we get these traits that automatically set people behind. But again, the drama is going to come out when Philly starts falling off here or dies, and Split is going to have a huge mood debuff, and he's one of the more liked people around here. So it's going to balance out, I think, a little bit, anyways. And if somebody's beautiful and they win, that's kind of how television works, anyways. So you know, if you have the beautiful character on the show, that is how it's going to end up usually. They'll do well in the game, just by nature of looking better. So it happens. Someone had suggested in the scenario to control for that a little bit, and we definitely could control those traits and say there's a negative chance of it popping up. But yeah, it's not gonna work, I think, this time around. So let's speed through the night here and pick it up on the next morning. All right, we're back to the next morning here. Julio's up and out of bed already, first one up. And let's see, Julio, what is his deal as far as social goes here? So he is not getting along with Zlata because it is a woman. He doesn't like women at all. That's Julio's problem. He hates women. His ex-lover, oh, that's the problem here. The ex-lover turned him into a woman hater. They kind of had a bad breakup, and he's just got a really poor feeling for her. So she's gonna have a big problem. And definitely getting his next vote's going for her for sure. And then anyone that's a lady around here, well, harmed me. Yeah, so there's that too. You know, that kind of thing can happen as well. So he's not getting along with most people here. Most people don't mind him. He just hates a lot of people going down the board here. Even like Split's the only one he likes, and that's because it's his brother. Otherwise, it's a 20. Like nobody likes Julio. Nobody likes Julio because he's a psychopath. He's a careful shooter. Selects women. So the psychopath thing is gonna hamper his social abilities right away, anyway. So he can't really socialize at all. He's not going to build up those traits at all. So his votes are pretty much set. He'll always vote for Split, or not vote against Split. He'll always vote for one of the ladies, probably Mia next. And how is she doing as far as her social? So take a poll of hers. She's about 50%. Gonna have a problem with Julio always. Doesn't like him too much, but doesn't hate him as much as other people. He is lower in the books for her, but Shepard is just fallen a little bit below that. They had a little slighted argument, and that caused them to drop down slightly. And Split is just a +1 for a chit chat, and then everybody else is getting a little bit better bonuses. Jer Bear rebuffed me, got a -4 for that, but had a deep talk, so that little slighted rebuffing that goes on occasionally. That's kind of interesting. Shepard, meanwhile, his feelings are low. I mean, he has mostly positive feelings for everybody. Julio is the lowest to them because I think it just nature he doesn't get to interact as much. They said some chit chats and that's about it. Not really, kind of a quiet guy, so he's not really playing the game as well as he should. He's just not working all the angles, trying to get in with people. So So we kind of talked about Julio. Padilla, what's her Twitter deal? There was a vote for Padilla last time too, I think. Probably from Julio. Yeah, Julio probably voted for her. Oh no, he changed it to Mia at the last second though. But she's got pretty high opinions of everybody. So as soon as she's gone, it's going to be a problem too. Tony seems like she's getting out pretty well here. And Tony actually is another psychopath character, which is interesting. Tony's going to have a really good mood. We definitely want to put Tony on growing for sure here, because they get the little nice mood debuff there. So definitely do growing before all else. You're the go-to grower around here. Jerbear, neurotic character, chemical interest, former spy. His social says that he's doing pretty well. New lovers. Hello, hello, hello. Well then, little love connection over here. Mia and Jerbear, interesting. So let's switch these beds around. Let's give Jerbear and Mia their own space here. Yeah, I'll give them their own space now. They want to be the new lovers. That's fine. That's Jerbear kind of did a negotiation to get Zlata to give up her bed, and now Jerbear and Mia get to share a bed, and you know, they should be happier for that. But gonna create some interesting conflicts if Mia has any kind of former interaction with Julio. Now, I wonder if Jerbear actually gets a debuff from Julio now. Julio's opinion of him is a 0. So, I mean, they have deep talks. Julio's opinion of him is a 0. So, I mean, that's just a psychopath talking, I think. He can't really have those interactions and build up those relationships at all. Just impossible for him. But they're good friends. Like, that's interesting. Like, as far as Jerbear is concerned, they're the best of friends, actually. I mean, Julio is second only to Mia, who he's just made his new lover. So he really likes the two of them. They're like best friends out here. Yet he takes his ex-girlfriend. That's not cool, man. I just don't think it's gonna go over very well, or shouldn't go over very well to do that. We have an eclipse, which makes it difficult for our solar power. Probably want to have a backup generator if we can. We need more metal to build this, but we could definitely do that, and then we have a backup plan for when our power goes out. So let's spend some metal making that, I think, first, before we make another solar panel. And we have lots of wood to burn is the thing, so it's just a matter of... actually, let's cancel that. Instead of putting it over here, let's put it over here next to the wood pile. And that way, we can contain more power then. So yeah, that'll help with certain things like eclipses. We do need to get more metal for that first, though, more steel. And we need somebody to focus on mining for that to happen. Looks like this is not quite all planted again. This is getting there. Meanwhile, Mia is also almost done with the brewery research. So that's great. Yeah, let's speed this along a little bit here. And we're into the tail end of day 12. All right, so the brewery station is complete. Let's slow it down here a little bit, and we'll find a good spot to put that. Brewery can be put right here. 120 wood and 30 steel. Okay, we should have that much. And that is going to make things very, very interesting for the next few parties here. It could be pretty cool. So let's allow foods, meals, beer is allowed in there. Okay, cool. Make sure they got a good spot to point it. Philly's still not feeling great. Cutting tall grass, okay. They're talking, they're chatting. Raising the moods up a little bit, maybe? Moderate amount of pain. Just mood is just bad in darkness, wants to sleep with split, can't do it. Let's put in a torch over here so you're not in darkness all the time. Can't put it outside, but we can put it indoors at least. Put some flooring in here. We'll delete this bed so you're not sharing a bed then. Let's put some flooring over here, make this a little nicer. That way. As people come in, you're gonna have to keep sharing beds, but at least you have enough wood to accomplish that. We'll also put some orders in to chop down some trees around here. We have plenty of trees to chop. That's the benefit of being in the jungle. So that's good. Little thunderstorm we gotta pay attention to. Need a research project. Okay, what are we gonna work on next here? I do think carpet making might be a cool idea. Do we have the was just wondering if we have... if we can even make the turrets right now. We can't even make turrets, so we need to build another table here too. High-tech research bench we can build. We gotta put that in as well. So we're just gonna take a lot of metal around here. We definitely need somebody focusing on mining. Who's our best miner? Looks like Tony is a good miner, but Tony also gets the Green Thumb Award there. So I think Shepard is the next best thing we have. He's only a 3, but he doesn't have a lot of other jobs to do. So we'll take you down for hauling a little bit here and cleaning. Now that everything's a little cleaner around here, and you can focus on mining for the rest of the time here. And that takes us through the end of day 12 pretty much. So we have 4 days then before the next vote. I'd like to get to at least middle of day 3 here, just so we don't have a lot to do next episode. Oh, got some fire going on. All right, not too bad. All right, so let people go about their business. The fires will be taken care of as they come in. And the walls are starting to come there. Construction failed. Let people go about their business here a little bit. And we're out of power once again, because we have the eclipse and the storm going on right now. Too bad there's no like lightning rod power we can do. But this will help us for invaders. What we'll do is make like a hole over here, let's say. Let's actually deconstruct this, cancel this, deconstruct this. We'll put the hole over here, I think. And this is where guys will come in. And then we have a lot of cover over here to hide behind. We can put some turrets up to stop them from breaking us down too easily once we get those researched. It's gonna take some time though, which is not really on our side. Every 5 days we're losing another person, makes everything slower to do. So that's why I want to get these walls up as fast as possible while we still have enough people to do it. And then maybe we can survive a little bit when we just have a couple people over here and the whole colony to ourselves, and are trying to survive with just a few people. That'll be tough. It's kind of interesting. This is gonna be like a reversed, like a normal series of RimWorld, where things get stronger as you go, and actually we're gonna get weaker as we go. So until Mia gets voted off very soon, probably, we want to get the research done now. Research project. We need to build the other research table in order to do it. Where is it? I thought we needed this, but that's good. We don't need it. Okay, cool. That solves an issue for us at least. Saves a little bit of metal back, because we definitely need that right now. And yeah, so that's good. I was like, we're a little worried. I couldn't find the gun turret thing there. But it was not called the right thing here, apparently. Are these wires put in now already? It's not connected to anything, though. So we need to run a wire from over here through here over to here. Well, what we'll do, instead of doing all that, we're just going to do this. We're just going to straight down like this. And cancel these. Use the remainder of our metal to do that, so we get it wired in. And that'll help with everything. It'll be connected to the main network, charge up the batteries more. Somebody should work on that very soon. There you go, get those in. And Bear's gonna get this wired up here. Nicely done, buddy. Good to have a backup plan for generation. I believe we can turn this off if we need to. Yeah, we can designate power turn off on that. To say if we're using up too much of our resources, which are pretty vast actually when it comes to wood, we can turn that off if we need to. Once the eclipse and stuff like that passes, we might not need it anymore. But I think we do need it right now because we're not able to cook anything right now. Our food's going south as we speak. And it's raining noon already day here. I mean, this is... The eclipse will pass soon. Of the events that can harm us, this is probably the least dangerous here. Do we have enough metal to finish this stuff off here? Takes 1 steel per thing. We have 37 sitting there. We just need somebody to go do it. I guess he's working on the exterior here still. And this is missing the wood. Just needs to work. All right, the walls are coming together though. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then we'll start making this into a little safer by having like just different nooks and crannies and that kind of thing to hide behind. use some traps and that kind of thing. And really make it improved. What we'll do here, just for structure's sake, is once this wall is done, we'll put like a little cover here maybe. I don't know quite what we'll do, because we have the swamp here we can't build on, actually. Oh, we can. Interesting. I didn't think we could build on that because of the swamp there. Maybe we can. Oh, interesting. All right. Well, I guess that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see what happens with the next vote, next episode, see who's going home, back to the Exile camp. The Exile camp is going to continue to grow in strength as we go here, too, which is going to be kind of interesting. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the support for the series. There was a weird idea that I came up with here, and I'm glad people are responding to it. I'm glad it's working out okay so far. And we'll see how it plays out next time. Have a good night.